You getting the juice, huh? Yeah. Ah, I like it. All right, Art.
Right here, Nick. Right here.
What's going on?
How you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Nick. There's been a lot of storied quarterbacks who have been backups in the Super Bowl and won. The last one is Brady. Jeff Hostetler was one of them. Even going through the years, Staubach was one of them. How does it feel to be in that kind of company? And just what are your thoughts about that?
I think just to be a part of the Philadelphia Eagles organization and this team, is a great joy. I've enjoyed every moment. There's a reason I came back to Philly, just to be a part of the team, be a part of the environment, and just to, be a backup quarterback in this situation, to be in this situation. It just says a lot about this team and how everyone has helped, all the guys who've gotten injured have been there every step of the way to help the guys that are in front of them. Carson has helped me tremendously. But I take great honor to be a part of this team, to be in this situation, and it's a great responsibility. And we still have a lot of work left this week to prepare for this game. But I'm excited for what's ahead.
Hey Nick, down here to your left. I know you've described yourself as a gunslinger before. Doug says that Brett Favre's going to come out and speak to the team on Saturday morning. What will that mean to you? And what are your thoughts about Brett growing up watching him?
He's one of the greatest to ever play the game, and just his style of play, his toughness. He is a true gunslinger. Just, rocket arm, can throw it from any which angle, off his back foot. He can just throw it anywhere he wants. And he's been there. He's won the big games. He's won big games. He played a lot of football. So anytime you have an opportunity to, listen to someone like him speak, it's huge. So I can't wait to listen to, what wisdom and knowledge he gives us. And I know everyone on our team will be excited to hear him speak.
Right here, Nick. Your run-pass options have been a huge part of your success the last couple of games. Could you explain why they've been so effective?
I think the big thing is it's a piece of our offense, and y'all probably don't even know. A lot of times y'all might think it is a run-pass option. It might not be. There's different ways of doing it. I know it's sort of the big thing this year is run-pass option, but it's been around for a while, and it's just a piece of our offense. And I think the big thing is just the execution. Our guys up front understanding, the blocking scheme, me understanding who I'm reading, what affects the play, our receivers understanding their routes, their adjustments, what they're looking for. So when everyone's on the same page and they have, knowledge of what they're doing and you can execute it at a high level, you're going to have success, and it adds that piece of that offense that is hard to defend. But once again, it's a piece of what we do.
Nick, down here. It seems like, just looking at the numbers and watching you guys this year, that you go for it on fourth down quite a bit. How much confidence does that instill in the offense to be that aggressive?
A lot of confidence. I mean, Coach Pearson is an aggressive play caller, and that shows with how many times we've gone for it on fourth and short. And, he has confidence in our entire offense to execute, and our O-line to get that penetration, to, get the first down in those situations. So for us to have a head coach that's that aggressive, I love playing for a coach like that.
Nick, down here, given that it's your second stint in Philadelphia, you know a lot about the city now and the people and the fans. Have you thought about what it would mean to the city to finally win a Super Bowl and for you to be the one to help bring it?
I haven't really thought in too much detail about it, just because I'm just staying in the moment, and, we have to earn that right. We have to prepare. We have to play this game. The game hasn't been played yet, so we have a lot of work. Trust me, I know what it means to the city. I know what it means to us. There's been a lot of hard work. There's been a lot of years waiting for this opportunity, but we're going against a great opponent. We still have a lot of work to go out there and compete on Sunday, and I look forward to that. But I know Philadelphia is all behind us. I know they'll be here cheering loud, and I'm excited to see them in the stands and them bringing the energy for us.
Nick here in the center. A lot before the NFC Championship game, Case Keenum talked about the relationship that you guys have had. Up until this point, have you talked to him after the NFC Championship game heading into the Super Bowl, and what type of impact has he had on your career up to this point?
Case and I were in St. Louis together. We went to work every single day. We're both from Texas. We knew of each other in college. Obviously, Case had probably the greatest college career out of any quarterback. Threw for 1 billion yards and tons of touchdowns. So really impressive. But then just going to work with him every day and just seeing his work ethic, a guy that no one gave a shot. But, I always believed him. I got to see him work firsthand. So nothing he's done this year surprised me. I'm really excited about what he's doing and his opportunity going forward. And it was fun, obviously, getting to compete against him in the NFC Championship game. But for him, his impact on me was just seeing his work ethic and how he grinded every single morning until night, and just being a part of that, and to see him continue to push through his career when people doubt him, because there's no reason to doubt Case Keenum. He's a stud quarterback, and he proved that this year.
Nick, right here. Wanted to ask you, I guess when Brady won his first Super Bowl, you were 12 or 13. Was he an idol of yours, being a quarterback growing up? And we talk so much about they've been here before. We know they've been here before. We know the Eagles have not been here for a long time. Does this idea of Super Bowl experience, is it overstated? Is it that important, you think? Can it play a role?
Yeah, when Tom won it when I was 12 or 13, I don't really remember the game. I was always outside playing. Obviously, I knew who Tom Brady was and watched him as I was growing up, when I was in college. Just you want to watch the best players at your position. You want to learn from them, because we for sure don't have the answers at that age, and you're always wanting to learn. Even where I am now, when you're self-scouting, when you're looking at other players, I enjoy watching other quarterbacks and seeing what they do well, and Tom's one of them. And then, this is a new year. It's a new Super Bowl, a new experience. There's a lot going on. And I think just staying in the moment, worrying about your preparation, and realize, hey, Sunday it's a game. We're going out there to compete and play this game of football we've been playing all year. We've been playing all our life. And the sooner we can realize that and just stay in that moment, the better we'll be.
Nick, I wanted to get your take on Alex Smith heading to Washington and having backed him up last year, your impressions and what that team should be ready for.
Washington's very fortunate to have a quarterback in Alex Smith. My year with him was one of my favorite years of football, just being there in Kansas City, getting to work with him. Seeing a guy that, for some reason, people critique all the time. And the guy's a winner. Look at him. Look what he did this year, and he just keeps coming. He keeps getting better. And I was with him. I worked with him every day. He's one of the smartest players I ever played with, one of the most athletic guys. He can make plays, but most importantly, leadership in the locker room. He can turn the locker room around, and guys, believe in him. So Washington's getting a great quarterback. I'm excited, for him and his opportunity. This league's crazy. You never know what's going to happen, but Alex is a great quarterback, and really enjoy playing with him.
Nick, right here. How much has Carson meant to you after he went down with that injury? You mentioned he's kind of helped you along these last couple of weeks. What has he done since that injury to help you out, and what have you seen in him the first couple of years?
Yeah, I think Carson, not only me, but just the team. Anytime you're injured, it's difficult. You go through a lot. I've been there. I've been injured and been knocked out for the last half of a season. And you just want to be around the guys, and he does a great job of that, just being around the team. Obviously, it's a different role for him, but he's doing everything tremendously. He's still at every meeting, still working, still understands the game plan, and that's where, during practice or during the game, when we're on the sideline and going through pictures, we'll talk through the plays, and he knows exactly what we're looking for. So he has knowledge of the game plan where we can talk through it and, hey, maybe next time do this or that. So he's still in tune. He's still leading the guys in his role right now, and he's getting better each and every day. So I'm excited for, his future.
Nick, down front over here. I know your primary focus is winning a Super Bowl for Philadelphia on Sunday, but in your deepest, darkest fantasies, have you thought that maybe you're doing the football universe a favor by knocking off a dynasty for a day?
Our goal, I don't approach it that way. I know that that's going to be written about, but we're going out there to compete against the Patriots. They're a great opponent. Just watching them on film, they do a lot of, they're well coached. They have a lot of talent on that defense. And I think just the opportunity to compete at the highest level in the largest game against the best, that's what we play this game for. That's what we look forward to. So just to go into this game with that opportunity, I'm looking forward to it.
Nick, over here.
Where are we at?
Over here.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. A lot has been made about the RPOs that you guys, have been using and stuff. But, you kind of played under that system with Chip, your first stint with the Eagles, and I was just kind of wondering, how much that helped you and kind of what you learned about running that system, that you can take forward to now.
Yeah, anytime you play in any different offense, even going back to college, where there was a similar thing, just a different way of doing it. The more you do anything, the better and just more natural it becomes. So definitely repping it with those 2 years with Chip. It was a different style, but you get to learn. You get the pull from that time, that knowledge you gain right then, and I use it right now with how I read it, the feel of the game, because the game happens fast, so you can't really be thinking on game day. You just have to react to what you see and trust your preparation. But that has definitely helped me in the situation of now the modern RPOs.
Hey, Nick. Well, first of all, bear down. Thanks
Bear
for
down.
making Arizona proud. Tell us a little bit about who you are on Sundays. I think Tom Brady's said that he still even gets butterflies and feels a nervous energy. Are you a guy that sticks to a routine and needs that to feel grounded? Do you feel anxiety? Is there a point at the game, the first series, the second series, where you feel like you've settled in?
Yeah, absolutely. The body's a funny thing. It knows it's game day. It knows you're about to go out there and play on game day. So people say butterflies, whatever it may be, but your body definitely knows something's coming. For me, I'm always in my Bible every morning, reading it and praying and journaling. I have a routine of that. It just sort of gets me grounded for the day. And then getting up to game day, you're getting your body warm. And I'd say getting ready to that first series, you taking some deep breaths because all your preps in, you're ready to roll, and then your mindset just switches to that guy that plays, and you just want to get in the zone. And it's crazy how once you just start playing, the game just comes back and it slows down and you're just in tune, and you don't really see the environment around you. And it's probably hard to understand unless you've been there, but if you can get into that frame of mind, it's a beautiful place to be where you're just out there with the guys in the huddle playing the game you love. So that's sort of how my game days go.
Hey, Nick, back here. What do you remember about being a teammate of Dion Lewis, and what have you thought about in terms of his growth now playing with the Patriots?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Dion and I were teammates for a short time my rookie year. And, just to see his ability, catching the ball in the backfield, running the ball, his shiftiness, he was an outstanding player. And just to watch him, continue to, in that position, be around the league and be playing at such a high level, it's been really awesome to be a former teammate and watch him grow and do well like he has done.
Two more questions.
Hey, Nick, you keep talking about living in the moment, and that's been an emphasis these past few weeks. If this had happened in 2013, 2014, would your perspective be different this week, you think?
It's hard to tell because in 2013, just with everything that went on, there was a lot of attention. And I think that was the first time in the NFL where I had been given that much attention because of what we were doing on the field and all the things, that were going on. But yeah, I mean, I'd say since then, just maturing, growing. This is probably a different perspective. Absolutely. I mean, like I've said, being a husband and father, that changes everything in life. So from 2013 till 2018 now, it's crazy. Just been continual growth every single year, and just through life experiences, and just being here, it just allows you to be better equipped to handle everything that's thrown at you.
Hey, Nick, since you took over in Week 15, could you describe the challenges in expediting the timing with your receivers, the keys to doing that, because we've seen that evolve in the past 6 weeks, and how far you've come, like you feel you've come?
Yeah, I think just, the timing and the rhythm and just getting on the same page as everyone, that takes time. I was out for the preseason with an injury, so I didn't get that time either. So just getting the extra reps during practice, after practice, in the locker room talking about little different things, studying the film, and just continue to work on, all our fundamentals, our drill work, getting in the huddle, the little things like saying the play. You don't do that. And then doing your checks, studying the game plan, having the whole game plan in, going to the game, executing it. So each and every week you just get more and more comfortable, and then just talking with the coaching staff, they understand, what I'm comfortable with, I understand what I'm comfortable with, and it just continues to grow from there.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Art. Appreciate it.